talking about his dead cancer baby, and then everyone starts laughing like at the dead cancer baby, and they,
Yeah,
it was great.
Oh
bullshit. Boy, welcome back to Bad Take Delete. We're fucking back, you idiots.
Oh my god, I can't believe
you thought it was
back.
it. You thought we weren't coming back.
Yahoo.
But we did. We're back.
We actually did our first meetup.
And we're yeah, we did. And because of that, this is also the last episode.
Yeah, we actually
because I didn't like what I
say that
saw.
every episode.
I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation. It was like, that's what JJ looks like? Oh my god. And then here's a picture of JJ on screen right now. Pretty normal, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you a picture of you, or should I censor out your face, though, entirely so the joke is funnier that way?
That picture sucks dick.
Which one?
I gotta say, right, by the way, every picture that I'm in from you guys, I look absolutely horrible. They're like the worst pictures I've taken. I know,
I
but
could
like
say the same thing about me.
it's just funny that all the pictures that I heard you guys saying, "Oh, I don't look good in that one," those never made the light of day. But the ones where I look like I got hit by a fucking hurricane, you're like, "Yeah, that's good."
Yeah, keep that one.
That's a face reveal.
Dude.
Face reveal, guys.
I have one where I'm like showing the world my forehead because I was like mid like adjusting my hair.
Yeah.
And Ryan just like fucking kept that and posted it, and I was like, no.
You should have said something. You should have said, "Hey."
I
what's
did
going
say
on?
something. I said it when you took the picture. I said I showed the world my forehead.
Oh, I thought
You
that
should
was
have told him when he picked those photos in his private like room.
Yeah, in my private room when I was just by myself with nobody there. You should have said something.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't
I should
believe
have
it.
said something. My bad.
No, we
Too
were
late.
I guess these guys want to know about this convention thing, right?
Yeah, we were at
Yeah.
MomoCon 2024. JJ and I were guests. Dev just showed up.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm not special.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she had to fly down all the way from Italy. Actually, I don't know how she
Yep.
got there, but it was nice seeing everyone for the first time. The first podcast meetup, I would say.
Yeah, and the last.
Because this is not a fucking podcast. It's actually a video animated
It's
series.
a show.
Yeah,
showcast.
It's a show.
It's a fucking showcast. I'll give you a fist. I got my fist out, by the way. That's the joke that I'm making. No, it was a nice 4 days. A bunch of people showed up to our panels. Do you want to go into that, JJ?
Yeah.
Panels?
Yeah, so as we were invited, we were asked to, well, not asked, but we decided that we were going to do a few panels, forcibly told, yeah, it was part of the law.
By gunpoint.
Apparently in Georgia, if you were to come in from out of state, you have to hold a panel.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anywhere, but we decided to do it at MomoCon.
Yeah.
And the 3 panels we did were weird
There's
superheroes,
that
disturbing animation, disturbing video games,
Yep.
and those went really well.
Very
Like
well.
a lot more people than we expected showed up.
Yeah,
I liked them. They were funny.
I kept telling JJ, I was like, guess what number it's at right now? Guess what number it is? And JJ's like, oh
40.
no.
Guess what number I'm thinking about? 25.
Exactly that number. But no, I think the final numbers was like 297 for superheroes. I think it was like 740 or something like that for like animations. And it was like 825 for fucking disturbing stuff.
840 actually.
840 for disturbing
Yeah,
video games.
I remember that number distinctly.
And
It's pretty wicked.
the first one was the funniest because it was all JJ making all the stuff and we just had to
Yeah,
go along with it.
dude, it was so funny.
There was
I
no
loved
script.
being there.
No script at all. I mean, there's kind of a script. You had to like prepare just like a little bit. But no,
Shh.
we actually, if you're watching this and actually attended the thing, technically we ended like 30 minutes early, but we just had to keep on riffing because we had two little slides. What could you do, JJ?
Well, I was hoping for that. I wanted to like just talk to people after about what they thought of superheroes and all that shit, which we actually got to do. So I wouldn't say we were over. If anything, I thought
no,
we
we were under.
pretty much got it exactly under.
Under.
I'd say we kind of under.
Under.
I was gonna say under.
Under.
Under
I was
these
gonna say I
nuts.
got you that first time.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say under. Anyways, you got me stuck in this,
Oh my
this
God.
loop. Anyway, so we weren't
Why do
under,
you keep thinking about
but we
being
were
under?
over.
That's kind of sus. Under what? Another man?
Under Superman, because that's who we talked about for a lot of it, because he had some wacky powers. That was a good transition.
When I met Dev, she had like a swastika tattoo on her arm that she
What?
tried to hide from everyone, but
Don't
like we all
fucking
saw
say
it.
that.
We all
That's
saw
not
it. We all
true.
saw it. She said it was like a French thing, but we knew it wasn't.
That's
Anyway,
not
so like
true.
back to the superhero panel. That's canon. Due to the superhero panel, we just had a lot of conversation with people there, and that was honestly like the most fun part, just hearing back from everybody.
Yeah, we kept tapping people, being like, hey, what do you think this is? Or like, what do you think this might be? And what's your favorite silly superhero that we haven't mentioned? And we got a lot of good ones. A lot of good
Yeah,
ones.
a
And
lot of fresh ideas.
we were one of the few panels to actually be like about superheroes. And for search results, we probably should have named like comic books or something instead of superheroes.
You've used every time to mention that.
I know.
You've mentioned that every fucking
No,
time
there's actually-
This is the
we've
first time
talked
I've heard
about
of
it.
It was
What are
actually
you talking
TCR. that mentioned it to me, then I mentioned it a lot.
TCR.
Up to by that
guy.
could be reading. He was there too, hanging out with us. Because he was on the panel with us as well. And I think the turnout was completely fine for everything. You know, to be like, oh, I would do my funny face. We should have gotten more or less. It's like, no, we had a perfect amount for every single one. In fact, for the animation one, the disturbing ones, we went all out with the graphics. We wanted to make sure they were photoshopped, that they were scary. Because gotta be real with you, the first year we did this, TCR and I, was not so good. We kind of made it during the convention, and people liked it. Okay, people liked it, but I said, we're gonna make this one better. It's gonna be better. Mark my words. And nobody marked them, so I just had to run into them my fucking self.
This year we had pyrotechnics and like sparks shooting out of hoses like during certain slides. It was really cool. One guy got burnt real bad. Yeah. Like I don't think it's gonna look the same after that, but it was like really good.
And
real bad.
Even though it was
he got burned real bad. It makes me crave a hot dog.
Fucking bad.
Yeah, all those things happened all at once.
I remember there was like a little issue with playing the videos in the second panel, I believe.
Oh god,
and I thought it was really funny.
That was amazing, Ryan. What happened when you hit play on those videos?
So it would just go like 4 times speed and just play everything within like fucking 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Which was fine because we technically went over very slightly. Like if we played those, we would go over a lot.
We would have been fucked, yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny where it's like we had this one video game that was like about this guy whose kid died of cancer. Great segue, by the way. And we were supposed to play.
We had this funny video, you know.
Very funny video, and the guy's like giving this emotional speech of how much he misses his dead son, and we couldn't play it because it sped up, and we're like, hope you got that. Hope you got that.
It was amazing because like the only parts you could audibly hear, like every now and then the video would like play normally for like a split second.
Yeah.
It would always be like when he's inhaling.
He's like,
so it was just he'd be like, yeah, pretty much like. He's talking about his dead cancer baby, and then everyone starts laughing like at the dead cancer baby, and they, you know,
yeah,
it was great.
It was one of those experiences where it's like, I gotta make this game, but also gotta add some mini games to it.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice to have platforming in the dead cancer baby game, but it was good. You know, it wasn't like Mario Odyssey level.
Like halfway through, they thought the kid was gonna pull through it, and turns out no, he did not pull through it.
Yeah, they had to retcon the story midway through.
Yeah, they had to make mini games where you failed and died. It's like, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Top 10 video games when you're meant to lose.
Top 10 video games. Yeah, we kept making references and jokes where it's like, if you're gonna, what am I supposed to do after playing this? Go watch Bluey or something?
Yeah.
And so the animation panel, the panels are fun. JJ and I had access to what they call the green room. They had like snacks and Red Bulls and stuff. It was nice.
But it wasn't green. But it wasn't green. It wasn't actually green.
Okay, the Joker wasn't actually that green.
Fuck you.
Dev was. Why'd you say ew?
What?
Was that bad?
I didn't say ew. I said. Why are you saying only you and JJ? I also had access to the room.
I was trying to lead.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that part out because like you're not legally supposed to be in there.
Yeah, ever actually. No. Dev had a VIP badge like us.
Yeah.
It actually allowed us to go through certain areas where they're like, hey, VIP people can take this escalator. And my first thought was, why?
I remember we like ditched our friends to go to the arcade.
That was the best part of the entire convention.
So funny.
Was when like we were trying to go into the vendor area and like there's this long fuck all walkway you have to go into there.
Yeah.
And there's an escalator halfway through and we're like, oh, can we go through? And they're like, yeah, they can. And then we proceeded to just go on. I gave him the bird and we just went straight there.
I didn't see that. Did you actually?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my fucking god, you dick.
Oh, I abused the fuck out of my power, dude. When I saw, do you not remember when I saw you and the other guys like on the street? Or not on the street, like right outside the green room, Dev? I called.
Oh
I
yeah,
walked past you.
dude. Oh my god. Okay, so me and my friends, we were like sitting on the floor outside the green room.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we hear a voice like next to us, and it's like, oh, what the fuck did you say?
It says street trash.
Yeah, you're like fucking trash, and we were like genuinely offended. We were like, who the fuck said that? We thought it was you.
Fucking street trash. Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to go.
I was like, there's no fucking way.
We were able
Someone
to go
just said that
early.
to me.
Remember, JJ?
Yeah, that was awesome. Actually, you guys ever imagine like a convention, but like you're not bumping shoulders into like 55-year-olds or 30-year-olds?
Yeah, I kept showing
in that order.
JJ all these goddamn things. I was like, hey, look at this thing. Isn't that cool? And then he bought it.
I didn't appreciate it for the time. I was like, man, I'm bored. I'm like, this is a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And then I went back when there were people there, and I'm like, my eyes were opened. I understood. I get it.
Well, no, do you want to talk about the experience buying that Nuka Cola gun?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah. So I'll there'll be a picture on here. I'll send a picture. I bought this fuck all Nuka Cola gun.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I recently got really into Fallout, and I have, whatever money to spend on that.
That is whatever money.
So I was planning on buying shit, but I ended up not, so I just have like a surplus of change, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll buy that. I couldn't get the other gun because I was taking an airplane, and I didn't want to be asked, hey, why do you have like a realistic gun in your bag? Because that's an issue.
Yeah.
I found out. And so I bought that one, right? It was like $70. And I'm like, that's kind of insane.
It was 65.
Right? Because, sorry, 65.
Yeah,
Protect the honor
$5.
of the fucking people there. And you're thinking, like, whatever, it's a prop, right? These are mass-produced the fuck. We found 5 different fucking panels or vendors in that room selling the exact same shit.
Yeah, you tried to haggle.
Like they were spread out.
60, and they're like, no.
Did you actually?
Yeah, of course I did.
What?
Because if I can't just like ask someone for a lower price, like of course I'm going to. I didn't realize that it was a fucking corporation. They have like shell companies all around the place.
So when we first thought is like, oh, they only have like one of each and they'll sell out. And so I think that is someone going to come around and like, I don't know, snip off the Nuka Cola? It's like, no, they just had it in the back ready. And so I kind of
I should have known.
Like, it looks nice. It's a nice prop, but I wouldn't have supported them. Like, that was supporting the local business.
The trigger doesn't work or whatever. It's fucking like, it's like hardened styrofoam. It's so cheap. But I have it, and I cry.
And all the comics, all the comics I showed you, I was like, look at these comics, JJ.
You were like the devil on my shoulder with like money bag eyes. Like every time we passed something that I'm like, oh, that's mildly interesting, I left spending like $80.
What's about some of the comics you found? They're pretty cool.
Okay, we did find some cool comics. There was one I really like. It's a Spider-Man versus Goblin one, but then there's these other ones that are just insane. We almost bought one that we actually discussed at the panel with the Lois Lane protecting like that little like Cherokee baby.
Yeah, I remember that. And Superman's throwing rocks at her.
Didn't you also
go on.
Didn't you also get one of Armless Tiger Man?
No, that didn't exist. But if I did, then I'm sure we would have mentioned it in a random panel that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have mentioned it in all
through.
3 panels.
Yeah, that would have been funny actually.
That could never.
All three, because. Oh, actually, all 4. There was a 4th panel that Ryan didn't want to go to that I went to, and TCR is like, this is like the perfect time to bring up the guy with no arms from a panel 2 days ago.
I made reference, I was like, that's a deep cut for a panel that most people didn't go to.
Exactly. Which made it even worse, because then people were like, wait, there's lore? Like, was I supposed to read up on this before joining the animation panel?
I felt very special knowing it.
During when JJ and I were at the comics booth or whatever, there's like this poster or something, and it was like 3 superhero women chained up or whatever, and the guy behind the counter is like, check this thing out. They're all chained up. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like Superman with 3 women chained up. He's like, look, a bondage poster. And I'm like, that's great.
Thank you, man.
And then I ran away. I power walked off.
Into the next comic book thing.
Into the next one, which I didn't plan to buy, and then you're like, you should just do it.
Yeah.
And then like there was like an echo in your voice, and like it was like a fucking snake from like Jungle Book.
Ooh. We actually went to this Japanese area. I actually got last year. I'll show it on screen because it's right next to me. Like I have it right here. This Warrior World Gold, because that was the Japanese version.
Wow.
And he found some Japanese stuff that he got for a friend. Wow. Can you tell him what you found, JJ? Tell him what you found.
I found the bullet that killed John Lennon.
You keep telling us that. What? We already know what that is. Come on. I mean, the other things.
It's the real one. It's
Where did
the
you
real
hear
one.
that
But
name?
I also found John Lennon. How do I know John Lennon?
How do you know John Lennon personally?
South Park.
Oh, okay. Not from the.
Anyways, South Park guy aside, I just got. I don't know why we're going over all this shit, because like none of these people can afford it because they're not on our level of millionaire wealth.
In what currency are we millionaires?
All right, fine. If you guys want to know, I got a $17 VHS tape in a language I don't speak. Jealous much?
Yeah, I kept pointing out because we kept finding like Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh games, and I found out that Japanese video games, like the N64 ones and everything, are way cheaper because they actually kept them in the boxes. Like Americans just do that shit.
Oh, going back to South Park for a second.
Yeah.
I kept doing this thing to like annoy the people I was rooming with, where I would just sing the Snoop Dogg part of California Girls in like a Butters voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it right now because I'm sick, but I would just go like,
Joan Jan fitting ready. Get it on because it's getting heavy. Wild, wild West Coast. These are the girls I love the most.
I would just do that like fucking constantly, and they'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, it took JJ because I was basically like his handler meeting all these cool new people and everything. And we went to a bunch of parties with I'm gonna list some names. Zario, that guy's pretty nice. Clax, Sheena, that's a good guy. Christian, that Taco Christian very specifically, who's also nice. TCR was there. His friend Al Dude was there. JJ, do you remember names? Do you remember names?
Missile was there.
Missile Bun was
Sneaky
there.
Here VA.
Sneaky Here VA is there. Shaban was there. A lot of good people. If I didn't say her name, I blanked out because I drank too much. That's how
We
it
didn't do
happened.
that at those parties, by the way. We were just talking and playing video games and
Yeah.
just being respectable adults.
It was a lot of Tekken. A lot of Tekken.
Oh god, there was so much fucking Tekken.
You
guys
were
are
so
obsessed
annoyed
with
by
that
the
shit.
Tekken.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea how am I supposed to play this? They're playing like with like joystick controllers and shit.
Yeah.
I barely understand how a fucking
But one of them-
GameCube controller works.
One of them was like a button full stick and no joystick stick. Remember that?
Yeah, when
Like,
joystick is like if stick is like twice in one word, immediately like I don't know what I'm supposed
No,
to do
it's
with that.
our friend Jiggy had brought this like joystickless fighting stick, and all of it's just buttons, and it's just like that's cool. I'm not gonna learn that shit, but that's pretty cool to see. And then
Yeah, these guys were throwing combos left and right.
And then we went to an even bigger party at this Airbnb because we got a noise complaint at the other place, and it's like kind of like why didn't we go
Yeah.
to this Airbnb first? You know what I mean?
Which
That
I
was
predicted, by the
wild.
way.
Yeah.
We were like in a one. We were
No,
like
you
in a
didn't.
king. Yes, I did.
uses depths
The
of Raven
first night I
powers.
was there, the first night we were there, I was expecting something like the Airbnb, but no, we just went to a fucking Marriott.
Yeah.
And it's a one bedroom on like a floor that we were watching people entering and exiting of, and I'm like, this is gonna be an issue because opening the door, there's 30 people
Yeah.
in there for a room meant for 2 people.
Oh yeah, we did the hot sauce challenge. What do you think of that? What do you
I
think that
missed
they
it because I fell asleep on the floor. I'm so upset
we
that I
could've woke
missed
you
that.
up.
I was
no,
toughing the
yeah,
shit out
no.
of
I
that.
think everyone found out how heavy of a sleeper I am in that in that fucking.
We started stacking like
Water
like
bottles?
fucking like soda cans on our head. We
That
got it
too.
to the ceiling.
Oh yeah, we need to coordinate better next year for the parties because we brought some
That's fair.
liqueur and everything, but no one really brought soda. And like the local gas station only had it was like Sunkissed, a Hawaiian Punch knockoff, and like another fruity drink. And we asked the guy, "Do you have any Coca-Cola or like Diet Coke?" And he said, "Nope." I don't even think we're.
We didn't even find that in a fridge. They just had a crate off to the side that we like plundered.
Yeah.
We weren't even supposed
That
to
we
take
weren't.
it.
They weren't even like actually like out for sale. It's just like what was there. They could have been expired, and we'll find out in like a week.
But I made some very good mixed drinks that everyone loved except for Dev because she does not drink.
Yeah,
'cause she's
Jesus
sober.
Christ.
No.
The-
Yeah.
no,
Sober.
You guys need to know this. Ryan is like randomly like a mixologist all of a sudden. He was like mixing
Oh,
the
yeah.
craziest concoctions. It was amazing.
It was great shit. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I couldn't tell you the recipe. It's kind of just in the moment kind of deal.
It was fruit punch, vodka, and fentanyl.
I was gonna say someone actually did make a drink really similar to that. I forgot who it was, but someone was like going around like, dude, I made this new fucking drink. It's really good, and everyone was like, that shit is epic.
So that was
There was
our
a
friend
poser in
Darius.
that party.
He made that at the
Yeah.
Airbnb. That was a very good drink. I will attest to that. I will confirm.
I mean, you
I
could say
will be on-
Airbnb.
I said
Every
Airbnb.
place was an Airbnb.
Was this the night that I was still there, or was this
Yeah,
after?
you were there for that.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, I didn't drink any of that. I made my own.
Oh yeah,
No.
it was just root beer.
You were busy watching Goblin videos or whatever.
Oh my god, I was not watching Goblin videos, and you can
Yeah, you
attest to
were.
it. We were watching the fucking Nostalgia Critic. You know that.
Oh, I saw that. In
You were
Screen.
That
there.
was at the beginning. I'm talking about near the end.
Near the end, I was like, I think I was physically there.
Oh yeah, during the car ride home when you were very drunk and not soberness drug, you kept saying, "I want to go to the Coca-Cola Museum. I want to go to the Coca-Cola Museum. I can't wait to try it."
You know what? I remember more than you think I do of that night. I mentioned it once in
No,
passing,
no,
and then the
no,
rest of
no.
the night, yes.
I'm gonna
yes.
be real. I didn't even hear you mention it once in the car.
You motherfuckers! You fucking pieces of shit! You guys dragged me to that thing to have like Coca-Cola Sprite bullshit.
It was great.
And you
It
said it was
wasn't
all
even
me.
Good.
It was
yeah.
$22, and we just walked in the museum.
No, we said, hey man,
Way too overpriced.
we don't want to see the fucking presentation. Get us to the goddamn soda room. He took us to the back
Yeah, we said it
rooms.
just like that too. We're always really rude to working people.
No, I let it slip specifically as like, hey, our buddy right here, he's got a plane. He doesn't have a lot of time for this. And the employee should have said, then don't fucking come here. You gotta experience the whole thing.
That would have been pretty good.
No, he tried
Yeah,
Purple Surge.
Purple Surge is interesting. And then you found like the most disgusting drink they had,
Yeah, which
and
one?
you made sure that all of us had it.
Yeah, which one was it?
Which one was it?
I forget. It was like they didn't even have a logo for it. It was just like
Was it the
plain
barbecue
text.
sauce one?
No, the barbecue sauce one was interesting. There was one they had that tasted like barbecue sauce, and I
Oh,
don't mean like
I know the one.
like a barbecue sauce like
it was just
influenced
text.
drink. I mean like straight barbecue
It
sauce.
tastes like
yeah,
bitter.
yeah, the text one.
It just
It was
tastes
disgusting.
like watered
Like
bitter. No,
I
pointed
still
out to you.
tasted it like while we were leaving.
I'll find it and post it on screen, but it's like this Italian drink, and I told you, is this what Italians drink every day? This drink? Wow, oh my god. But no, if you have time, you should go experience the actual Coca-Cola Museum. You can get your picture taken with like the polar bear.
No,
Yeah?
don't do that.
How
No.
is paying $22 for a bunch of mixed drinks any different from like paying for soda and having a place with no refills? How's that not any different?
Because the soda isn't made in Italy and tastes like ass.
Oh, there was
I would
one-
definitely not recommend going to the fucking Coca-Cola museum. 'cause,
You're
like,
well,
You're
you know what,
biased, you don't
Dev?
like
You're kind of
soda.
biased. You didn't
I am
drink
biased
anything
because
there.
I don't like soda, but I tried the non-carbonated drinks
Yeah.
and they were all terrible.
we all-
Illiterate
yeah,
person says the bookstore not very fun.
How dare you?
Going straight to the DVD section
I can
for that
read
one.
sometimes.
There was some good food around the area. There's this like cheesesteak
Oh, yeah.
place I put on screen that was fucking amazing. We went there.
That was pretty good.
I'm kind of sad that you guys didn't try Shea Butter Jones with the rest
Oh,
of
yeah?
the group, because that was really fucking good.
That's all I heard about. Like for the
Yes.
last day I was there, was how much
It
I
was
missed out on that.
amazing.
Yeah, then Santa
Best
Claus
food
showed
I've
up,
ever had.
and then Jesus showed up.
No
Everyone was
way.
there.
That's
Yeah.
not fucking fair.
But a one that you two weren't at, but I was with, and TCR was there, and Aldude was there. It was like this Indian restaurant that made pizza. I had chicken tikka masala pizza. That was great, except that they charge refills. And when I asked for water, they
Of
gave
the
me
pizza?
a bottle. No. My friend got a Sprite, and they charged for refills. And they gave me a bottle of water. When I asked for water, I was like, you could just tricked me and just opened the bottle of water off screen.
Didn't all of you guys like get sick immediately after that?
No, you're talking about the shawarma. The shawarma was nice.
Shawarma. That's right. Yeah.
I just ate and drank too much. The green room had like Red Bulls and Pellegrini. What's the Italian mineral water drink?
LaCroix.
No, that's not Italian, but close enough. I don't think I got sick from the shawarma place. I think I just got sick from drinking a bunch of shit at once. But no, the shawarma
Probably.
place. Yeah.
Just speaking of the green room, I don't think I've ever seen anyone eat as much beef jerky in like a 4-day period as you.
Well, they didn't really have a
Wait,
lot of
what?
options. I wanted some protein and I didn't want to pay for breakfast. What was I gonna do? Pay for breakfast? But Waffle House was a very good find, and JJ and Dev never ate there before.
I did not.
Yeah, Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Yeah, so you didn't eat.
It's okay.
You have to experience things. Yeah, it's
Well, look, it's
know?
it's just like 3 a.m. post bar food, only thing open. It is what it is. It
is
doesn't try to
24
be anything
hours.
else.
Yeah, the
Sorry, I realized my audio was muted on fucking OBS. It was only for like a couple minutes. Sorry.
oh, that's fucking great. We're gonna keep
I'm
that.
really
We're
sorry.
just gonna keep that. We're gonna delete all the conversations.
Damn it.
There.
Yeah, just
Oh,
me,
well.
just
Anyway.
me going meh, 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 with no words coming out.
So Dev and JJ introduced JJ. You already had it actually. Dev to Chick-fil-A, and I hyped her up by saying it's fine.
Yeah,
I wanted to
it
temper your
was fine.
expectations.
I would not go again.
It was the best food I had there.
We had a wrap.
No, it
Like the
wasn't.
actual fried chicken.
It was.
Yep.
No, you fucking liar.
The only thing that kind of was decent was pizza, and I have a
Yeah.
whole tale to tell about
You mean the
that.
pizza we had for like 3-4 days in a row?
They were from different
No,
places.
you weren't there for that. You weren't there for my fucking odyssey.
Yeah, do you want to tell us the Odyssey, Homer?
If you do tell that, tell the Wendy's thing after.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so honestly, in general, delivery, I don't do normally. Normally, I just drive to my location or I make some shit, right? But for here, I didn't have a car, so I'm like, all right, I'll just do delivery. Never again. I have a curse. I ordered pizza at fucking 12, which immediately was already a bad idea. But it's like, you know, we took forever to get everyone to decide what we wanted to get. So I ordered pizza, and they're like, yeah, all right, that's good. Well, we close in like an hour. That's enough time. I wait till 1, and the pizza still hasn't arrived. So I check the tracker, because they have that for Domino's, and the car hasn't moved. So I'm like, that's not good. Hey, Ryan, what do you think I should do? He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right, Ryan.
That's me.
And then I wait a little bit longer, and the car still hasn't moved. I'm like, hey, Ryan, the car still hasn't gone. He's like, oh, it's all right. I mean, how long has it been? I'm like, I ordered an hour ago. He's like, oh, call them. Okay. So now I'm on the phone with them, trying to get a hold of them. They're not picking up. They go through the fucking ringer every time. You have to hit 0 every 30 seconds, or else they'll just hang up. And then eventually I get this zesty motherfucker on the phone, whose introduction to me is, hey, hold on, I'm going to be washing the dishes. Just speak up. Okay.
I love
Thanks.
that. I love that for you.
Hey, I'm missing my food. Can I know what's going on? He's like, can you speak up louder? I'm washing the dishes as I'm on the phone.
I think he's just trying
Hey,
to fuck with you.
where's my food? I try to be polite. And he's like, sir, the food is on the way. She left already. Okay.
already.
Another hour passes. The food has not come here yet. So now I'm getting a little upset. I called them and I'm like, hey, buddy. Well, I don't just call them. I call them for 30 seconds. Doing
Did you want a delivery? Do you want a pizza? Do you want a pizza?
Yes, Domino's phone lady. I do want a pizza. That's what I'm calling. And then I finally get a hold of him. Zesty is still. he moved on from the dishes, and he seems he's at the cash register now. So I think he's like moving up in the ranks at the restaurant.
You did so good at dishes. You got to come up here.
Exactly. And I get on the phone, and I'm like, buddy, I'm sorry to be rude, but where is my food? And he has this attitude with me. He's like, sir, we have a lot of orders. We sent them out. They're on their way. Be nice.
Be nice.
Okay. And I hang up. And how I understand it was that they like apparently had just like a million orders that they accepted all at once. They don't have like a system like every other restaurant that just says, hey, they're closing in 30 minutes, no more orders.
Yeah.
They just kept taking them, I guess. So eventually, 30 minutes after that, it's now 3:30. It's not 3:30. Now it's like, what is it, 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the food, and we finally get the person there. I forget who was with me, but we were just like rambling for like 30 minutes, and then she shows up, and she's just like sweating because she's been running around the entirety of Atlanta, Georgia, apparently. I take the food, I tell her don't worry about it, I give her a tip, and I leave. I was ready to give her like the shittiest tip, but like I don't know if she like dabbed her face with sweat or something, but like whatever it was, it worked.
To manipulate
so, like,
you.
Yeah, I don't care. Shit, she deserved it. She put a fucking Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah.
I paid her the food, I left, I go upstairs, I had 2 slices, they were fucking cold as sin.
Aww.
And then I ate 2, and I looked at Ryan, and I said, I'm going to bed, and then we left immediately after that.
Yeah, the pizza experience.
And then I came up with the video idea at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The pizza experience I had was some guy ordering it, and everyone got to pick out the nice little thing. I got like spinach, tomatoes, something nice or whatever, all that good how do you do. And when we were trying to do like delivery, because it said, oh, we can do delivery, DoorDash, or Uber Eats, and we said we don't want to pay extra for shit, so we're gonna do delivery. They use DoorDash anyway. It's like, oh, this is gonna be more expensive or whatever. It took about an hour, because pizza takes a long time. We had like completely different orders, very good price, can't remember the name of the top of my head, but very good food when drunk and other non-soberness that we did.
Not soberness
that we did. Very good. I'd recommend it, because basically when I was talking with JJ about this when we were ordering pizza the first night and everything, how everyone is an asshole when it comes to ordering. Because it's just like, I want cheese. I just want cheese and pepperoni. And it's like, I want to order something for myself that's just no one's going to want. I was like, spinach, tomatoes. It tasted great, and like some pesto pizza or whatever.
I felt like such an asshole that first night or something.
Yeah.
When I'm like, we're ordering pizza for the second time, and I'm like, all right, what are we doing for toppings? Because like, who's the asshole that said cheese last night? And then like 2 guys raised their hands, and I'm like, oh, that's all right. Well, in that case, I mean, cheese. If you guys really like cheese.
So I will say there was one person with celiac disease, so that person had a reason to be very specific about what they wanted. The rest are picky eaters. The rest are picky eaters. Like,
I'm glad you put that on the podcast, Ryan.
Yeah, that
What?
one of our friends.
You're not just an asshole. You were just like someone might have died if they had something else. But yeah, thanks.
Well, yeah, no, someone might have died. No, they have a legitimate reason to not order the food, and we're like, that's good. Thank you for telling us. We're conscious of you. In fact, in the green room, like, you found these keto things that's like non-GMO, non-gluten, and vegan. And so I just gave them to him. I was like, here you go. They're okay.
Yeah, and then he punched
But that was not before you emptied out the bag and poured in like pure GMO and all that shit into the bag.
Because I wanted to see
flour.
if it would work. I want to see if he was lying.
Just put razor blades in it.
Yeah, but no, it was a very nice experience at the parties. We got to see our friends. I got to meet a few people, a few important people.
Like me, I'm important.
I met a lot.
Was it you or Shaban that was like that I had like to battle with for the last slice of pizza?
It's probably
Why would it be
Shaban.
me?
I guess it was Shaban. There was like 3 slices of pizza, and they were both cheese and 1 pepperoni.
Yeah.
And I wanted that fucking pepperoni.
I only had 1 slice of pizza throughout the entire con, and it was like the day before the first day of the con.
God damn, you should have had some pizza. Actual pizza.
You had an alibi.
I wasn't
ready.
hungry.
Oh.
I'm a very small individual. Pretty sure I was like the shortest in our group.
No, I think Shaban was shorter.
For those who don't know, Dev is actually like 3'9".
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
It's unfortunate. Oh yeah, JJ, you should tell the Wendy's story.
Oh God. Okay, so for the last night that we're there, we're at the Airbnb
wasn't the last night.
finally.
It was the
It's the
third
last night I was there.
Yeah.
It's the last night I was there.
3rd day of MomoCon.
For those keeping count, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like me,
so
I keep count. I'm smart. Go on.
We'll talk about that Swansea too. But so, anyways, so we're there.
Oh my
and
God!
the only person
hey,
I really know.
Do you want to hear some breaking news?
What?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
5 minutes ago, I'm reading my phone, by the way, because I like to check stuff whenever JJ's talking. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York star Donald Trump has been found guilty of 34 felony counts.
Oh my God.
They got him for everything.
Anyway, tell me about your fucking Wendy's story, because that's so important.
Yeah,
right now.
Wendy's. Continue.
Okay, yeah, let's put aside
It's a total shift,
thing.
I would say.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Yeah, you gotta fucking
so
step with the
anyways,
story, bitch.
So
It's okay. I'm
We're-
sorry for calling you that name.
It's okay.
I'm trying to
Let him
be
speak.
humorous. That was actually Dev. who
Me
said
and
it.
Dev are at the party, and we're just waiting for everyone else to get there. And they gave us the Roku controller, so I knew they were gonna play Tekken, so I just started putting some Nostalgia Critic on just for fun, laughs and gaffs.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, hey, we're gonna order pizza, and me and Dev just have this look in our eyes like we're not doing that again. So we finally decide to just order something there, and it takes a while because Dev's a very picky fucking eater.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is. We went through a list of like 80 places. You were like, I'll try anything except all of these,
Yeah, I don't
except
like that.
the
That's
one
not
that.
true.
It is true. You didn't want to
No,
eat like anything.
I wanted Wendy's because Wendy's doesn't exist in France.
Yeah. Why do you think that?
I
'Cause
didn't
it's
know
so
that.
good. It's so exclusive.
All right.
It's my
Anyway.
favorite burger place.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is like the JJ is an asshole episode. God
Apparently
damn.
so.
But
Anyways.
that's every episode, dude. That's every fucking
enough.
episode.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyways. So we get Wendy's, and I ordered a combo, a chicken wrap combo, and some nuggets to split. And
Yep.
I didn't realize. I'm like, wow, this came out really low. This is not that expensive at all. It's because I only ordered like the sandwiches.
Yeah, instead of the combo.
And then it took 40 minutes for the food to get there. And this guy runs up to me that doesn't speak much English, which is I think it's just a universal
No,
Uber
he only
Eats
did that to
experience.
you. He's like, you know what? I gotta get some sympathy. I'm gonna pretend I don't speak English.
Maybe. But he hands me this fucking like wrinkly bag, and I say wrinkly, not that like the Wendy's bag is normally so
He wrinkled
pristine,
it
but like
for
this
you.
one's a bit wrinkled. It looks like he like spun it around and like tossed it as like a football. But I get the bag, the food is fucking bone cold, and it's there's only like 2 things in there. One of which I don't think I ordered.
Yeah.
They gave me the wrong. They gave
it
me
was a
spicy
Baconator.
nuggets.
Yeah, it was a Baconator and spicy nuggets when we ordered normal nuggets, and then my wrap that I ordered was not in the bag.
It was like a kid's baconator
Yeah.
and spicy nuggets.
Yeah,
And-
and the sandwich was pretty cool.
It was insane. I just gave it all to Dev, and I just sadly ordered from fucking Checkers, whatever
Yeah,
that is.
stole it.
Because Wendy's was playing
You never
chess
had
apparently.
Checkers?
No, there's not something near me.
Okay, if you're ever
We don't have that
if
in
you're
France.
ever at Walmart, yeah, and in France. If you're ever at Walmart in America, go to the frozen food aisle, go to the fries, get the Checkers fries. They're very good. They're very seasoned. seasoned pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because my Uber Eats made sure I got the frozen ones too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't you also have like a little bag of Fritos?
Love that.
Yeah, so they had like these chips in there, like the assortment chips, and I have like this fucking weird mental little virus in my brain that says, get the Fritos. Even if I'm not hungry, I just grab them out of fear that someone will grab them before me. I'm really fucking into Fritos. I don't know why.
What kind of
But they're
Fritos?
my shit. Just classic,
Normal,
regular fucking
classic.
Fritos, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, what about the chewy ones? Do you like those too?
Ew.
Chewy you
No.
like the chewy
Why would
cheese
you
ones?
why would you ruin a perfectly good chip with
Ugh. I just made a gross face at you. Ugh. Say that again, chili. Ugh.
Because I'm
chili.
from, I'm from
Ugh.
Texas.
No,
we
thank
love
you.
those.
Ugh.
What about barbecue? Do you like the barbecue
Texas. Ugh. Barbecue.
Ones?
Ugh.
What about the lightly salted ones?
Lightly salted. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I had a bunch of
I could do this all
pistachios
day.
from the green room. Some of them were like salt and vinegar. Some of them were like
Salt and vinegar. Ugh.
barbecue one, and I was like, I didn't know pistachios.
Barbecue,
had
ugh.
flavors.
barbecue pistachios? What the fuck?
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
was
they
it
were
like
spicy.
was
They
the
were
barbecue
spicy
flavor on the
pistachios.
shell or on the seed?
No,
Or did
it
it
was
not be
a
inside?
it was a shellless one. You just kind of gobbled up.
Ew.
What do you mean ew?
Ugh.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's called
Pistachios
Wonderful
are perfectly fine the way they
Chewy
are.
roasted pistachios, but we fucking made them better as Americans.
Ew.
We made them better.
Yucky.
But anyway, the travel experience was great. Not the travel experience. I mean, like the actual convention was great.
Oh, it was fantastic. I had an
You had a great
amazing
time.
time. I'm so glad I came.
It was so glad we saw. This is the first time I've ever met Dev. I didn't believe she was a real
Yeah.
person at all. Or JJ. Also the first time I met him IRL. 'Cause he
I
lives
also
up
thought JJ
in-
wasn't real. No man can be that
And
funny.
everyone was disappointed that I'm white.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation where it's like, oh, that's what he looks like. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with it.
No, but like he's JJ's not only white, but
Yeah.
he's got like the most like soul piercing fucking blue
Oh, God.
eyes.
Yeah, that's why he kept
I
wearing
get that from like
sunglasses.
random gas attendants at times. It's so weird.
He's like, whoa, dude, look at your eyes. Put them people
I want to also
away."
just point out that you two are like 30 degrees paler than me.
Yeah.
And yet I'm the one that's like too white to hang out with.
I wouldn't say too white to hang out with, but like too white to hang out with.
Oh, by the
Aw.
way, did we show the picture of all three of us on the screen
We
yet?
could do it again. But wow, look at that.
Yippee!
Look at us. There we are.
And again, like I said, every picture that we will show, I look like I got hit by a fucking 4-wheeler.
Can you guess which one's Dev?
It's hard to tell.
Kind of hard to tell.
It's the one with the swastika tattoo, like
Shut the
slightly
fuck up.
visible.
You can't see it. I'm wearing a long sleeve.
Oh, she admitted to it.
okay.
That's it. They can't clip that. YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts.
Admitting to the swastika. Yeah, no, during the panel, a lot of people recognized JJ, and they asked him to do some funny voices, and I was like, there you go, you gotta do the funny voices.
No one did that more than TCR.
I was gonna
He loved
say.
hearing you sing the Holocaust beam.
He would ask me to say, hey, we're like in line for the Coca-Cola machine. There's like a family of 4 right behind us. Can you just say Holocaust beam? And I'm like, no, I can't say Holocaust beam right now.
And then you said
And
it,
it was
he's
that
like, I
for
tricked you.
4 days.
You should.
It's like that one Pro ZD video that you sent me before. That was exactly it.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent it to me. It was like, I'm a voice actor.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
the
do
voice.
Do the voice. Oh yeah,
the voice.
I saw a story from like the VA for Caine. You may think you're weird, but you aren't the guy who wore a Hago pants at an all ages con, went to my table and talked to me for 5 minutes, gave me an ice cold White Claw from his fanny pack, gave me a flower was meant for my co-star because he didn't want to wait in line. I was like, I don't want to be I would hate to be a voice actor at these conventions doing these weird people.
That is such a weird experience, but I do want to clarify that I just they were the only pants I had that were clean, and
Yeah.
like the line was like a lot longer than you think it was. It was like at least like 15 people, and like come on.
My first question when I heard that was like, did you drink the White Claw? Surely if it's closed, it's not like it's gonna be like tampered with or anything. But like, how should you
back-
accept gifts? Go on.
Going back to Holocaust beam.
Your favorite subject, apparently.
Yeah, when
Interesting.
JJ had to take his Uber for his flight, we all did like a group hug and we went 3, 2, 1 Holocaust beam.
Right in front of the Uber driver who just stared at me
Yeah.
with like, the most
The
horrified
Uber driver
expression
and like
the
a
whole
crowd
ride.
of like women and children.
I'm not even joking. He kept giving me looks in the rearview mirror. Like he was waiting for me to like talk to him about some like conspiracy shit that he did not want to hear about. Oh, I'll say one thing about the thing that MomoCon gave us like free Uber credit,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
very
since
nice.
I had so much of it saved up, I used like the most luxurious one for like a 15-minute drive to the airport. It's this big fuck all truck, and it's just me sitting there kicking my feet, looking all fucking like innocent and shit with my little bag.
They had
Like,
this
it was
thing
like
on the side
it was
which-
enough to fit like a whole band.
They had like a little stepping stool that came out of the truck. It was like, and I was like, he better use it. He didn't use it. But I was like, that was so nice.
It was like a car I didn't know existed.
I
Yeah.
just remembered right now. JJ, do you remember when you were like you gave the like hotel key fob like to Ryan before you
Yeah.
left, and he just like looked at it and then immediately sneezed on your hand?
That was insane.
It made me laugh so hard that like we were outside the hotel room, and like when we went inside the hotel room, I was still fucking laughing about it.
We were heading back to his room, and
Yeah.
he gave me his spare key in case I needed to get my stuff. That's Ryan, you sound so sad. But
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
let's talk about
I'm like I took it out of my pocket. I'm like, oh Ryan, all right, well, I guess I'm not gonna need this. And he stopped and he looked at me and he looked down at my hand and then he sneezed on it. And then took the card, and I just it was like he was spitting on me like a commoner.
You wanna talk
He
about
just
So deliberate
walked away.
too. Like you could have taken the time to just like sneeze away, but you deliberately were just like, hold on, 3, 2, 1.
let's talk
He
about
wasn't.
all
He
the
didn't even
Right on.
respond. They were.
You know what? That's probably why I'm sick right now. I blame you.
You want to talk about all the key cards you lost and kept forgetting in your room?
I lost so many. So you get 2 when you get in. So I'm like, that's more than enough not to lose one. And yet then I lost them in my room
You
because I
lost
had them
both?
in there. No, well, I didn't lose any of them really. It's
they
just
were
that I would
in
take
there.
them, put them down. I'd leave my room. I'd close the door, and I'm like, I have no way of getting back in.
Well, I told you I was
And
like,
so
you
then
should
I
probably just
had-
give me one just in case because it's gonna happen again. And he said no.
And I said, that's not gonna happen. And then it immediately happened again. I'm not like within like that same day. I lost it immediately after.
Within the same hour.
And I had asked the same person for another pair, and I swear to God, I did not lose them after that. I think I still have one. I think I accidentally brought it home with me.
They just deactivate those. But no, we were in the 28th
Yeah, I know.
floor. We had like rooms pretty close to each other. They're newly renovated, and we finally got to experience the pool. Except for Dev, she didn't show up. But we experienced the pool. It was nice.
I wish I knew
pretty
about the
cool.
pool. I would have brought my swimsuit. I was thinking about it before I left too. I was like, oh, what if there's a pool? Nah, there won't be a pool. And then there was a fucking pool.
We went
I
a
came
lot.
to realize that there was a collective like worship of the pool. You guys were so hyped for this fucking pool.
It was
That's
gone
like the
for 2
size
years.
of. It's literally the size of like my bedroom.
It's
a tiny pool.
You need a bigger bedroom, man. That wasn't a big pool.
No, it was a tiny little pool.
You gotta talk to somebody about this.
About my.
What's
Do
your
I need?
room
I don't
size?
need to get therapist for the size of my room.
Yeah, therapy for size room. He's like, hey man, hey chat, can we check him on JJ? Is he okay? His room's the
I
size
mean,
of a
my
pool.
room is small too. I think that's normal.
But is it pool size?
You don't need a
Is
big
it
room,
pool
Dev.
sized?
Yeah.
You take up,
Wait,
like,
what is
1/4
that?
of a
What
person,
are you
Dev.
implying? What do you
You're
mean?
small.
You're like 4 foot nothing. Like any sized room is fine. You could like make it out in a box.
Dude, did you ever see me stand next to Jack, who's like 6'7"?
Yeah, the guy's a tall
I
guy.
look like I'm half his height when we stand next to each other. It's funny.
Jesus.
Do you want to talk about Darkstalkers?
Yes,
You
yes,
finally
yes,
got
I
into a
do.
game. Go on.
All right, so I wanted to go to the arcade and play this like Street Fighter game that I played like years ago because it was like the only time I really had like fun with like a like arcade fighting game thing. So but I didn't have anyone to play with me, so I like convinced someone who I was rooming with to play the game with me, and we were playing it. It was all right. It was a little boring, and we were kind of just like going down the arcade machines to see, you know, like how the other ones were playing, and then finally we go on one. It's Darkstalkers 3 Vampire Savior, and we're like playing it, and we're like, oh, this is the game with like the sexy like succubus vampire women, because
There's
like,
actually
you
other
know,
things to
you
the
see
game
them all
too,
over
but
Twitter.
I look at other
What'd you
things
say?
about video games. I pay
Oh.
attention to the other characters in games, not just them, Dev. But we're all different.
Well, they're really popular outside the game apparently, because I've seen them
Oh, yeah, I
everywhere,
know.
but I never really knew where they were from. So then I saw them, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where they originate, and we're like playing them, and like the game is actually really fucking fun, and like the character designs are like really freaking cool. And me and that friend that I was rooming with, we got like super into the game, and then like the next day I was like, JJ, we have to go to the arcade tomorrow and we have to play Darkstalkers. And we were playing it, and I think you said something like, listen, dude, I'm gonna be honest, I was just gonna play like a few games with you to humor you, but I actually fucking like it.
Yeah, I was like,
It was so fucking fun.
yeah.
It was like I don't like fighting games too much because I get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
But like we both started to learn. Well, I started to learn through trial and error.
Yeah.
Dev just learned how to move her hand like infinitely faster every time. I think you might have like left damage on the controller. You
I
were
wouldn't be
fucking-
surprised. You were making fun of me too. Like sometimes like you would just change like the way that you were moving your hand, and it was just to make fun of how I was just mashing the buttons like nothing.
You were going crazy, but like it got, you know, of course, as everyone knows, for classic arcade games, that works. She was kicking my ass.
Yeah.
God damn.
I can't wait to play it again because we're gonna find like a fucking multiplayer emulator.
A ROM emulator. We'll
We
find
have
it.
to.
We'll be able to
Yeah.
find it.
It'd be so much easier if you didn't have like a MacBook, you know, like
Yeah.
scum.
You're right, but like I can't help it.
But that was basically
choose to be a
our
Mac
convention
user.
experience. Yeah, you did. It was basically the convention
No.
experience. It was a nice time. We had fun. We hope to go
Yeah.
again next year.
Yeah.
We thank
Totally.
so much for our contact, our holder, our handler, our person. I was trying to find any other synonyms for like that word. For getting us in contact with them and letting us
Our
stay.
friend.
Our good buddy, our friend,
Our
associate.
friend.
And it was so nice. It was so nice meeting some fans of the podcast show.
No, so we said some.
Pod
Some-
show.
some- yeah, some bad take delete heads in the chat, I would say. But yeah, thank you for staying tuned for episode 48 of this show. 48 is the MomoCon episode. We didn't have a lot of clips because
Wow.
yeah, I can't believe it. We're almost there.
48. That's like almost 50.
It's almost 50, and we'll do something special at 50. Talk about Gotham.
Suicide
Yay!
Pact.
Finally!
Oh no, I meant Gotham
Suicide
like
Pact,
the city,
go.
not the show.
No! Dang it.
Finally.
Finally, can't believe it. But
Yeah, next episode we'll talk about Armless Tiger Man.
I love that.
Dev
It's
tattoo
cut.
reveal, maybe?
Tattoo reveal.
No!
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The tattoo's a real thing. I
Bye.
wasn't joking.
No, it's
Goodbye.
not.
Bye.
Stop
Bye.
lying.
It's real.
Bye.
Bye.
Piece of shit.
It's real.